What's up, everybody? How you all doing today? Of course, I see I was completely Ali. How you doing? Very excited to be back at it, y'all. Back at it. Back at it. Your day of rest, the day of Him only and Him alone. Hopefully, you guys are doing okay. As y'all see, part three, fornication. Okay, we're gonna get more into depths. Hopefully, you guys can hear me clear. For those maybe you want to watch now, watch later. Hopefully, you all had a successful week, a moral week, a righteous week. Okay, praise God, man. Yeah, fornication part three. So we'll deal with some things, y'all. We'll deal with some more other issues, and hopefully, the word I was saying, the truth I was saying, on this subject. I hope it didn't make any of you guys feel um, confused, uncomfortable, or anything. I try my best to, let it be spoken. I know you was in the midst. Um, so again, I really hope that this can be helpful. And I think I said before, I'm gonna say it again. I think in part one, expressing right that fornication is a big weapon, guys. Okay, it's a big, big weapon. It can destroy you in different ways that you can or can't imagine, and it is the most pleasing weapon in the whole world. Okay, I think I meant to say last Shabbat that um, sexual sin, fornication is the most pleasing thing in the whole earth. Y'all probably know that. Who don't know that? Okay, so it can be very untimely, and it can be a major major disruption. Okay, so again, we want to do more and more of this. This might be the last part three. Hopefully, you guys look at the videos about this, and hopefully, for those who are relationships, that you guys had a conversation with the woman or man that you guys are with, or your loved one, or loved ones. Okay, regards to relationships, that y'all explain to, hey, listen, hey, listen, this is wrong. Can we just be really committed? Okay, because I know, it's funny. We live in the years. I know I talk a lot. I know y'all know me. I talk a lot, but it's okay. Well, we live in the years now. Is you meet somebody through Facebook, for example, and I've seen a lot of this. Oh my goodness, conversation wise, me doing Uber and Lyft too. It like, wow, okay, y'all just shut up. Like, you find somebody and Snapchat, Facebook, right? And you notice how it may looks like, okay, you see what you want. You see a fine lady and she's half naked. You guys talking, and she may say, "Oh, I'm here to find the right guy," right? But she's half naked. Think about it for a minute, right? And the conversation becomes very superficial. So then after that, you got your dinner, you got your expensive place to go to, a fancy place, and then you got the fornication going on, man. I've been noticing that that's been very, very traditional. Okay, guys, and it's like we lost. Some of us lost of how we should do it, how we should approach each other as the different genders before making love the right time instead of being fornication. And one last thing I want to add on, guys, is Snapchat and TikTok. Oh boy, man, we have youthful women. Okay, I would say 15, at least 15, man. 15 to 17, the youth, the most youngest, all the up like you, 30s, 40s, and 50s, whatever. And they just have it really good. I mean, they would just dance a little bit, and man would just get all over the woman. Okay, and she allows it. Okay, so we have a lot of quickness. What I mean by that is we have, okay, oh, I'm gonna screw her. Oh, she might be a wife, but I'm gonna screw her. Okay, and we become lonely, guys. Did you hear that? Fornication can bring loneliness. Write that down. Fornication can bring loneliness. We'll talk about that, guys. Okay, man. We all really take some heed, take some skillful members on this, man, and just write notes, because this is a serious thing, man. This is a time bomb, man. This is a freaking bomb. You know what I'm saying? It can destroy your life. Let's pray. Yahuwah, we want to thank you so much for the Sabbath day. We appreciate you. Father, we thank you for the energy given me. Father, can serve today. Yahuwah, those who look at this video, favor them, protect their lives, protect their vehicles, their wives, husbands, relationships, parents, friends. Father, protect them all, Yahuwah. Father, lead them to a better path. Father, in your name, nobody else's. Father, those who are maybe, just getting to school, even though I care less about that, but it's okay, college, and they being bullied. Father, free these men and young men and young ladies against being bullied. Help these people, Yahuwah. Help these people to get shalom at school and especially at home with their parents or auntie, uncle, etc., in-laws, etc. So again, we appreciate the time you've given us, and you will just protect me against speaking errors out my tongue, as I don't want to speak any errors out my tongue. I just want to speak what's right out my tongue, so that people will be able to be benefited, to get the help they need, so they can have a better relationship with you or to seek you, and to have peace. Thank you so much. Hallelujah. Thank you. In your precious set upon name, you are, so be it. All right. Going to Psalms chapter 100. Let's get on with it. Psalms 100. And it feels good to be back all the time. Yeah. All right. So it says, give me a minute. Sorry, or less than a minute. Make a joyful noise to Yahuwah, all you land, serve Yah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know you that Yahuwah is a Lord, or the mighty one. It is he that made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter to his gates with thanksgiving and to his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and favor his name, for Yahuwah is good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. Thank you, Yahuwah. And let's go right on to 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16 to 17. Let's go back a little bit more. Perfect. Let's go right into that. All right. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Let's go right into that book. Let's go right into it. All right, almost there. Okay, so we got verse 16 and 17. All scriptures is given by inspiration of Yahuwah and is profitable for truth, reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Verse 17, it says that the man or the woman of Yahuwah may be perfect, thoroughly furnished, and to all good works. Okay, to thy Yahuwah. Thank you, Father God. Okay, so we want to tap on. We want to get on the loneliness. Okay, we'll get on some problems today, man. So before I get on scripture on that, the reason why I want to get on that, because I don't know if y'all noticed, maybe some of you guys do notice that the more we have, how can I say this? The more we have a empty relationship. What I mean by empty, it's not commitment. It's just sex, right? The more we get lonely, you must say, damn, really? Yeah. Because there are phases where women are emotional, right? Men are providers. We are, that's what we're supposed to be. So, but here's the problem: when men or women, either way you look at it, when they constantly have just sex, what it does is it creates degradation. Okay, or you feel degraded. I'm gonna say it again for y'all. I know nobody's watching right now. It's okay, but for if you have that situation, you're gonna feel like a piece of dead meat. You're gonna feel like dirt. Okay, do I make any sense right now? It may be a situation you might be interested, a woman and a man, because he looks nice, he got a home, but he don't want to give you that commitment, right? But sometimes the loneliness can creep in, and you be like, I'm just going to fornicate anyway, and because he's pretty. But then again, some women go through what is called suicidal attacks. okay, suicidal thoughts, traumatizations, okay, and men go through this exact same particularly, okay, and they feel like they have no purpose. Doesn't make any sense, okay. Let's prove that in scripture. Let's go to Proverbs. We know Proverbs have a lot of help. That's why I go to Proverbs a lot, book of knowledge, okay. We have a lot of lonely people in America, fellas. I'm gonna say it again. We have a lot of lonely people in America because of fornication. Okay, real talk, man. And like I said, fornication is the highest sinful sexual weapon in the earth. Okay, it is. When it's treated, when you abuse it, and when you use it for your own pleasure. Okay, let's not do that. All right. So here's the kicker. Let's go right to this book, man. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. So let's go right on to okay. So let's go right on to Proverbs 21, verse 16. Proverbs 21 and 16. So remember I said earlier, what does it do? What does it do for you? It make you be very lonely, make you feel like nothing. This is what it said: the man or woman that wanders out of the way of understanding. Now we know understanding comes from who? The Father, right? He provides understanding through his word. Then it says, shall remain in the assembly or people of Raphaim or Sheol or the grave. Now, grave means dead. Not saying we are dead physically, but just saying you are dead in your mentality, you are dead emotionally, you are dead spiritually. So loneliness is part of being dead, fellas. Okay, don't make any sense. Okay, so let me explain this and put this in the way of fornication because this is part of the situation and loneliness. Okay, because remember I speak about earlier about Snapchat, you got your Facebook, I mean probably Instagram. That's what I feel. I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying it's a sin to create an account. You create an account, but just be careful. But anyway, you notice a lot of men and women. What do they like to do in Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat? They like to put in certain pictures to bring the attention. Have nothing to do with yourself, but you using the pictures to get attention, a lot of fame, and fornication. I'll say it again. Okay. In average cases, people will use sexual picture that may not be you, but it may be just a picture. They're like, it is you. Okay. And it draws a lot of people to you. Okay. And what can happens is you message them and then they be like, damn, I'm interested in you. Right. It could be a fake picture. But people use that to get the sex they want. Okay. Multiple sex partners, only sex partners, okay, or orgies, okay, and so when they do that, guess who's going to take the party? Spirits, okay. Demons will take over your mind, over you, make you think you are nothing, okay. You are nothing. You're going to feel like a piece of dirty rag, a piece of steak that's being decomposed in a hot summer day. Okay. So the word wander means immoral. It means you know where you're going because loneliness can carry you into that situation. You know how you meet a man and just let's say you had a bad day at work, you've been divorced 5 years, talk about the woman, and you meet some dude, you went to a club. I'm not gonna say club, you went to a lounge, okay, and you lonely, right? You got you a drink, right? And you're the one that got up. You saw a man that looked very attractive. I'll buy you a drink. He say, yeah, sure. But the dude is horny, right? And you might not know it, but right, you get dude a drink, okay? Y'all have a one night stand, okay? You as a woman been divorced 5. You have sex for 5 years. You screw dude, right? You screwing him, right? You let him live in your home, okay? And now the guy has set his home to live with you, right? And it's just nothing but sex. But dude worships you as a woman, okay? And then you kick him out because you had your first argument. You see what I'm saying? Loneliness can cause confusion and a lack of understanding who you are, what you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do. Okay. And then what happens is we have a lot of people that we have so-called friends that have the exact same problem. They like to have sex too. They don't want no commitment. That's why I tell y'all people, man, today's time, for y'all who may be young, be careful getting advice from women or men that like to have sex only, or those who are who always get divorced. Okay. Don't take the advice from them, because loneliness can create jealousy, fellas. I'm preaching today. I'm trying to take it easy for a minute, man. It's all from sex. It's all from fornication. Okay, that's what that thing would do to you. It is like a cancer. It will change your mind. It will change your thinking. The more you screw people. Okay, but remember I said earlier, if you guys are in a relationship and you make love, that's not fornication. Christians think that, oh, you fornicate, get a marriage ring. No, bullshit. That is your woman. That is your women. Okay, that's yours. I just want that. Just a recap. Okay, somebody get confused. Okay, this is real. Okay, now it says the assembly of the grave of Raphaim in Hebrew. Okay, this is talking about you have a dead life like the others. Okay, you notice how you got brothers, they may always talking about who they screwed, who they hit, and those brothers, they just become lazy. They can't keep a job, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies. And they talk about y'all all the time. They say you ain't shit, but they screwed you the other day, right? And these are the men that's not mature. Because here's the thing: when the more lonely you get, the more immature you'll be. I'm preaching. You'll become that way, all because of fornication. Okay, so we have to be careful who we sleep with. We got to control our pleasure. Okay, I hope I make any sense. Okay, let's go to verse 10. Verse 10 can be part of it. Look at this. The soul, okay, the soul of the wicked desires evil. Now we know fornication is evil. It says his neighbor or her neighbor finds no favor in his eyes. Doesn't that sound like something that y'all may know about? An uncommitted, okay, unqualified sexual relationship. This is why women have an attitude. Have y'all noticed that? Some women they get angry in the morning. Loneliness. Hello, rings a bell. Huh. Loneliness. They get attitude out of nowhere. They get mood swings. Okay, and then they say, "I don't have time for a man." They keep saying that. I don't have time. I don't get time. I don't get time. Then they say, "I'm working all the time. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working." That comes from their history, and they feel like they don't deserve to be with a man, but they feel like they deserve to just enjoy pleasure with the man. Okay, that's a problem, guys. That's a problem. Let's stay in Proverbs. Okay, because remember I said in part one, I think fornication is where spirits come in at. When you have sex with the human, when you have sex with your partner, you best agree that spirits will go right through your spirit and do her spirit, transferring. Okay, do the semen. Hello, remember that? Okay, be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you sleep with. Okay, um, let's continue with this. This is really good already. All right. Let's go to Proverbs 19 and verse 3. More about fornication, more about loneliness. Okay, we're dealing with loneliness right now. I told y'all, fornication is a weapon. It says, the foolishness of a man or woman perverts his or her way. Look at that. Okay. And his heart or her heart worries or frets against Yahuwah. Okay. These kind of remind of people like you may have those who are addicted in sexuality. And let's say somebody told her, hey, it's wrong. You quick want to argue. You worry because if you do right, you will feel like you ain't nothing. But you love to screw. And Now it's like you have what's called an addiction. Addiction relates to loneliness equals death. You will have death against your family, your marriage. When I say that, you're gonna lose them. I want to confuse anybody using the word death. You're gonna have death against your car. You're gonna have death against your home. You're gonna have death against your job, your career, your business. Fella, there's a movie called Addicted. Have y'all seen the movie? Me and my woman seen the movie. Addicted. Listen, the movie, probably forgot to watch it, but we don't want to seen that. The chick was an Israelite. Okay. She had, when she was young, okay, um, write down past. Yeah, that's you would just feed me some information. I meant about that past. Fornication like a past. This woman was addicted of screwing brothers. Do you hear me? The woman was screwing different people. Okay? The woman was lonely. When she was a child, she was abused by two or three men. I mean, two or three young boys. She was lonely, guys. She was lonely. And that's when she was sexually active at the age of 7. She had a husband, but she screwed a Mexican dude or no, a Cuban guy. Okay, William Levy, that's his name. Y'all know William Levy. Who don't know William Levy? And then she screwed an Israelite dude. She went to the club, lied to the mother. It was horrible, man. Horrible. She was lonely. The husband was pissed at her. Who don't get pissed at their wives or husbands by doing that, right? You feed into the spirit of loneliness from fornication, which is a connection. It's like a portal. It's like a portal. A portal means an access. So when you please the devil, you get access for him to give you things you want, but it's not a favor. One preaching. Dang my goodness. Who I'm preaching? Okay. We gotta be careful with this, man. Be careful with friends you get. Oh, let me add that up. False friends. Fellas, don't trust everybody. Hey girl, you been a virgin? How are you? Oh, I'm 28. But that 28-year-old, she lost her parents. Okay. She been sad for a while. She floats on Yahuwah. Come on, girl, just try that little sip. She go out with the false friends. They put ecstasy in her drink. Who don't know what ecstasy is? Now, mind you, her false friends are lonely. They want her to not feel lonely because she got Yahuwah in her life. Hello? Because when you have Yahuwah, you don't feel lonely. She drunk this drink. She got up to bed and she got some dude right next to her. Some bulky, muscular ass dude. And her panties were down. Got up to bed. Okay. My point of bringing this is this: when you are very lonely, it has something to do with your past. Okay, it has to do with your past. Let me explain that. Your past, if you've been through this, if you've been molested, you get very lonely. If you've been abused, like raped by your mom, uncle, you become lonely. You become very lonely. You will need some help. You will need coping. That's why y'all notice women and men, they have what is called schizophrenia, have different personality. It can be that. It can be, definitely sexual problems. But remember, I told you about spirits. When you are raped by someone, the spirits get right into you. You can be interested in some righteous man, but you can't really be into him because the spirits is locking you away to block you who you need to be with. I'm preaching. Okay. It it happens a lot. It's a spirit. Okay, loneliness is a spirit and it breaks your future. Okay, once you grow, the weakness grow, the sins grow. Let's stop here. Let's go to James 1:15 or Yakub. Okay, yeah, Yakub. Okay, or James chapter 1. Then we'll go right back to Proverbs. Okay, hopefully I'm doing okay talking to y'all. Nobody's watching yet, but it's okay. So let's go to James. Okay. Almost there. Okay, so let's go right into chapter 1. So the reason I want to go here because this is a situation where when you have been through a bad situation, a past, somebody get your first cigarette, your first drink, liquor, very hard liquor. You could be a freaking toddler, and you got raped, or your father taught you to have sex at an early age, and you did it. You screw some. I mean, any specific, your sin can grow and eat you up. Look at this. It says in verse. Let's go to verse 15. It says, "Then when lust has conceived, it says it brings forth sin, right? And sin, when it is finished, it brings death." Now, remember I said earlier, I said what? Fornication is a weapon. So when we are too lonely, when we can't focus on the positive people, when we can't focus on the man we're supposed to be with, okay, we feed into their loneliness, and then the people that we with, they feed to your loneliness, and you're going to stay as a fornicator or a prostitute or a pimp or a whoremonger for men, whoremongers. Don't make any sense. And the more we do that, some of us be on handcuffs. You know, we got cops out here, they against the law of fornication, which I love. Praise Yahuwah, they don't like that shit. Okay. They take your ass in jail. See what I'm talking about? And if you keep doing it, they're gonna take you to prison. Okay. This is real. Keep doing it, you can lose your wife. Or you can lose your wives, or you can lose your children. Okay, because who wants to be with somebody that keep fornicating, who keep committing adultery, who keep being lonely? You can't focus on your wife, or you can't focus on the man that's interested in you, or you cannot focus on a woman that's interested in you. So sin grows like a monster. It's like a this big jello, like this big blob, and it's poisonous. Okay, and when it's so poisonous, it will suck you right into it because you created it. Okay, that's why I said it brings forth death or end of life. Spiritually, it can be physically, guys. It can be also mentally, and much more. This is no joke. Okay, loneliness is no joke, man. Like I said, that's why you have women that get angry. I mean, men get angry too. They get lonely too. Men too. Same perspective. I mean, you can't even say good AM without them having an attitude because of their past, because of what they've been through. Okay, it takes healing. You may meet the finest woman in the world, but she don't want nothing about you. She don't care if you read the word of Yahuwah. She don't care if you're positive. She don't want to be with you. Why? Because she screwed 20 or 30 or 40 different brothers. Hello, of different nations. Or her own kind. And I wonder why some women get offended when a righteous man asks the woman, "Hey, how many men you slept with?" Or "What is your history?" They get real offended. That's called traumatization. Have y'all noticed that? They don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that shit. But they want you to talk about everything about yourself. Y'all ever notice that? Don't make any sense? Where does that come from? Loneliness. They angry. They hopeless. You see, the reason why my wife here is not lonely because I'm not fornicating against her. Doesn't make any sense. This chick here, left side of me, is damn near satisfied. She's like, yeah, you better keep it out there, goddamn it. That face. Okay. That's why she's satisfied. That's why she cooked. She do shit. She wipes my dirty ass underwear. Right? Because I'm not fornicating against her. I am committed. Okay. That's a difference. Because fornication have no covenant. Let's prove that. Let's go to back to Proverbs and go to a story about this problem too. Okay. So we almost done with the loneliness part. Okay. Let's go right back to Proverbs, please. And let's go right into chapter. Um, let's go right into. Give me a second. Let's see here. Let me see. Sorry. What happens sometimes when you relax mode. All right, almost there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's go to Proverbs 27, verse 20, right? Just a couple more I want to point out. The grave or Sheol and destruction are never full, okay? This is interesting. It says, so the eyes of man or woman are never satisfied. Okay. So this verse relates to what I was saying earlier. That's the biggest problem. When we are so lonely and we are addicted to sex, we get like this. We never satisfied. That's why women want to stay who they are. Some of them. Some of them. They always want to have sex. They don't want to be committed. And then you have men, same shit, same thing. Men want to keep screwing men's wives, and they want to use widow women. They want to screw a virgin and don't want to be committed. It's the same bullshit. Okay. We are never satisfied. Okay. And this is why men in the opposite, on the contrary, that's why we got men. What do they do to women? They lie. When a woman asks a man, hey, are you seeing someone? Are you married? He say, oh, I'm not. He take his ring off his finger and put it in a cup holder in his living room. Why? Because he's lonely. His wife allegedly says she's born, but she ain't born. The woman is good to him. He just want to have sex with different women. Okay. So that's a problem. Unless he's committed in polygyny, but that's not polygyny. That's bullshit. That's whoremongering. Okay. It is a sin to hormone. So when a man is so lonely, he becomes a whoremonger. And we got to be careful. That's why I tell you guys, be careful who you're sleeping with. Okay. Let's go to another one with this problem. People are never satisfied. They get divorced and marry another, and divorce and marry somebody new. Divorce, marry somebody new again, or they have a girlfriend now. Now it's back from a wife now to a girlfriend, or a boyfriend from a husband, or a side chick just to have sex with, or a hoe. This is no joke, man. It's bullshit. Okay. Um, let's go right into Proverbs 15, verse 25. Yeah, Proverbs 15 and 25. And then let's go right into um, Proverbs 15, verse 29. And then let's go right into Proverbs chapter um 15, verse 8. Because with these verses, we're moving on to how are there porn stars in the earth. We'll deal with that soon. So it says, Yahuwah, verse 25, it says, will destroy the house of the proud. It says, but he will establish the border of the widow. Okay, we know that last sentence is not important, but we know this talking about a marriage. It can be Yahuwah give widow a husband. It can be, or he helping the widow emotionally, everything, because the widow is pleasing Yahuwah. Okay, but the first sentence is very interesting because what does proud mean? What does that mean? Not the happy part, not the oh great rejoice, but proud can mean pride, which means what? Stubbornness, vain. So when a person is very lonely, they don't want to hear you. They are into what they want to do. So you got folks that invite hoes in their home. Yeah, y'all notice that? We got men that's businessmen, rich men, and they love to take these women to their house and screw them. His house is a sex house. But some of the women he had sex with got one of them pregnant. And guess what? She called the cops on him and said that he raped her, and now he going to jail, and she got the house. I'm preaching today. Be careful who y'all sleep with, please, please. This shit is no joke. Did y'all hear what I just said? All because you are so lonely, you can make all the money in the world. but you still screwing, you could be in jail. Somebody can tell your ass something you ain't do. Somebody can take your car. Anything can happen while you fornicating. That's why you allowed it. Destroy the house of the proud, the man's home, or the woman's home. And y'all women trip me out. Y'all say y'all don't need a man, but y'all using dildos to please yourself sexually, a goddamn carrot. So, y'all use that shit. But y'all invite a man in your home, well then you say you don't need a man. You want to fornicate. And some of y'all cause y'all children to be abused by a new freaking man. Don't get me freaking started today. Loneliness can cause your children to be abused by a false stepfather. I'm preaching today. I got to scream that part. Because you know why? We got a lot of cases on that. Have y'all noticed a mother may be divorced and she's so lonely? She meet dude at the bar because he got a big stomach, or he just fat, or he got muscles. Y'all women got certain features y'all like in us. We get features like in y'all. But she meet the dude. The woman had made damn near 3 children, and she invite this dude in, and she found out that he got his daughter pregnant, and she's 18. The mother didn't agree what the daughter was saying. She abused her daughter and said, "You lying, you screwed somebody from the school." No, mama, it was him. Have y'all noticed that? Why? Because the mother is addicted to the man from her loneliness. He is fulfilling what the other husband couldn't do for her. That could be negative. I'm preaching today. That's why Yahuwah don't want women to be married to more than one man. Do y'all get my point now? I taught that in marriage. Oh no, what was that? No, I think it was divorce. You see my point? Because especially when we have children involved, y'all don't want to do that shit. You better settle down. But y'all want to do that. Some of y'all don't want to keep getting different brothers, different men, and say, "Oh, this your new daddy. Oh, this your new daddy. Oh, this your new daddy." And no wonder why the children are going nuts. They're going rampage. All because of loneliness. That's why he said, "Out." He said, "Out." Yahuwah will destroy the house of the proud. That's a proud woman. She's prideful. Nobody can tell anything. I'm their mother. You can't tell me that. Right? And one of these days, she got her ass beat by one of the men she keep inviting and want to take care of it. And now she got her ass beat. Now she's beating up. Now the sons and daughters don't give a shit about mom. You get my point? Because mom abused them too. There are movies about this. All come because of loan and fornication and lack of self-control. Okay? We gotta be careful who we're sleeping with, man. Keep your freaking legs closed unless it's time for you to open them to the right man. I'm telling you, keep your damn legs closed, man. It says in verse 29, I think that was a verse. Yahuwah is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. Why is he far from the wicked? I just said earlier. That's a portion of it. Because Yahuwah is not going to accept fornicators in his salvation. Sorry, guys. Why would he accept that? Did not fornication and loneliness start in the book of Genesis? We'll get in a minute. We'll get that later today. Not now. Who was lonely in Genesis? Eve. Did she not walk alone? Oh my goodness. Y'all ain't get what I'm saying. Who else was lonely? You had David. Was he not lonely for a moment and screwed a man's wife? That dude had 6 women or 7 women. That dude he was rich. Okay? Yahuwah ain't gonna be feeling people doing this stuff, man. Okay? And once again, no wonder why children become porn stars. They're going to never move to porn stars. Okay? Because what happens is when the woman is sexually active and the children watch that shit, give it 10 years. You get 10 years later. They're act just like mom. Now they want to be a porn actress. I'm preaching today. That's what we got in the computer. We got porn and computer. We got children doing pornography. Y'all think I'm joking? Look up child pornography. Don't watch the goddamn thing, but just look it up. You get children doing porn by the age of 15 and 16. My brother told me about that bullshit. And they want you to pay to watch them have sex. And some of them is free. Where does that shit come from? They've been abused spiritually. I'm preaching today. That's when we got porn stars as children. Freaking teenagers, man. Screwing old ass men. They're even their age, middle-aged men, screwing even women. Oral sex, man. All because of fornication, loneliness, and lack of discipline from the mom and dad. That's why he said in Ephesians, you got to go there, but Ephesians 6:4, he said, do not exasperate your children to anger. What does exasperate mean? It means to fail them. Make them pissed all the time. You just make them upset. Leviticus, I think, what chapter was that? Chapter 16, it said, do not prostitute your daughter. Don't do it. But y'all do that. Y'all do that. You've shown them example by y'all bringing these different ass men in your home. And you want to be Captain Save a Man. Really? But your ass can't be stable, old woman. It is a spirit behind this. It is a spirit destruction to your seed from the father. And I wonder why we got child support. Oh my goodness, child support. Oh shit. That's what we got child support going on. We got these wicked ass women. Some of them, what they do, they open their legs real quick. Right? It's so lonely. Right? The dude's paying child support. But before you call the child support, I love you, honey. Oh, sir. Oh, Robert. You took care of my rent. I love you, baby. Right? She's ready. She's about to eat a meal. Open her goddamn legs. It's a weapon going on. Oh, shit. Fornication. She ain't no dude for a week. The mom's like, hey, make sure you do what I tell you to do now so we get some money together. Yeah, you let him screw you and you get pregnant now. And you find something make him upset so he can leave the relationship and you get him on child support. Don't y'all do that bullshit all the time? Y'all did it all over the net. My lady laughs. You know what I'm talking about. You know, that's real. A lot of women do that all over the world, which has to stop. It comes from loneliness, lack of self-control. That's the problem. Religious women, y'all religious fat ass women, no offense, y'all get that same bullshit. Y'all Christians got this shit bad. Y'all want to praise Jesus and say, oh, Jesus Christ told me to tell you, get your ass out of here. Y'all in the same category. I'm sorry, I gotta sound mean. Y'all go to these damn churches and y'all think it's cool to give them child support. Y'all do the same bullshit. Then y'all want to make them a specific story and make it seem so real, but really you lying at court. All because of loneliness. Let's say that loneliness. Loneliness is no damn joke. What does that mean? What does loneliness mean? What is loneliness mean? Let's have fun with that word and see what else could that mean regardless of this, right? Loneliness. Okay. Now don't get me wrong. You may have a phase where you may have a righteous wife, a righteous husband, and a woman may feel lonely because you went to a trip. Now, I'm not talking about that version. I'm talking about the negative side of loneliness. There are two positive. There's a positive loneliness and there's a negative. Let's say I went to a trip for business. And my lady, she's like, honey, I'm just feeling like I miss your line. I was just outside, the swings and shit. But you come home. That she's lonely, but it's positive. And the man's like, oh, honey, nah, right? That's positive. But a negative is what I'm speaking today. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So loneliness, right? Loneliness can fit with emotional. I'm gonna do emotionalism probably next Shabbat. Yeah, okay. So loneliness definition. Okay. Oh, I know it is. I forgot about this word, but I forgot about it. Or remember, it means sadness. Have y'all noticed that when people become too sad, what do we do? Listen, what do we do when we're too sad, fellas? We get a drink. We get like 12-pack. Some of us fornicate. Does that make any sense here? Some of us commit suicide. Some of us, we have a different path because we lost mom and dad at the age of 10, so we lose it. We try to be a porn star, or we try to do. We work on a Shabbat. We fail to Shabbat. Work on a Saturday now. We lose in our head because we became too overly sad. We're gonna deal with the book of Exodus later, where Moses died and the Israelites kept weeping too long. They couldn't focus on Yahuwah, and Yahuwah wanted to stop crying. I think he used Joshua with that. Okay, so and also it means because one has no friends or company. Remember, I did a teaching on what is a friend long time ago. I did that last year. What is a friend, right? Ain't that some shit? You see this? So what's funny about this part, the reason why people are lonely because they don't want the true friends they want. They want to feel good. They want lust. That's why we have like I said earlier. This is why I said we have a lot of youthful people on Facebook. What do they do? Okay, and you know this. They do that. They get the attentions to a lot of things. They show pictures of their ass, breasts. You got men paint their lips black, all this dumb shit, and they get all this attention. What you doing, right? And they praising you like you're a god. But then when people don't like your pictures, whatever, you want to put out this long post. I don't like anything. I hate the world. Now you want to talk weird shit, and then you commit suicide or you do some dumb shit called you go to jail. I'm preaching today. Okay? And then you get overly horny because you get super horny when you're lonely. When you're too long, you get very horny. That's what we have a sex addiction. Okay, because it's triggered to your vein, your nerve to the brain. When you're so angry, it make your brain up. You just fornicate all the damn time. Because demons play around your head. They screw your head up. And guess who get the glory? Satan. Okay, he loves that shit. He loves that shit. That's why he's saying, that's why Yahuwah said to be what? Spiritually minded, that you have life. That's in Romans 8 and 6. But if you are carnally minded, you're going to die. What does carnal mean? Flesh, loneliness, empty, you vain, you you prideful, you want to give up all the damn time. You don't believe in anything. That's what that's coming from. Carnal thinking. You understand this, baby? Okay? Negative thoughts is carnal mindedness, and that causes loneliness and fornication. Okay, and also it means the quality of being unfrequented. Oh no shit. Isolation. Fornication is an isolation against commitments. Come on, it's like a quarantine. Why do you think people can't last in a relationship? Why do you think people can't last in a relationship? Because they isolate the future of what you should do in a relationship. So fornication is a roadblock. I feel like I'm going crazy here. Fornication is a roadblock or a detour. You know how you drive your car on the expressway? You got a big ass detour. What do? You turn around. No different fornication. Make you turn around of going to your future. And when you're lonely, you get tired. You get tired spiritually. Huh? That's why y'all women need to break your shit and forgive your past and leave that shit alone and fast if you need to. Or men do the exact same damn thing. And eliminate Facebook if you need to. Or eliminate Instagram. And do a natural living. Go walk in the woods. Me and my ladies recently saw some deer. It was beautiful. Yesterday. We had a moment being, we like going in the woods, but do that. Play some video games. Spend more time with your parents. Read the scriptures, man. Read or it don't have to be the scriptures, but read some about sports. Do something goofy. That y'all need to start doing. Search yourself. Okay? This is why the world is filled with abortions and child support, all this dumb shit because we too damn stupid. We just get crazy. We just want to feel good when we don't have a purpose. Okay? We got to. So loneliness is a sadness, isolation. You got no frequency, and you cannot have good friends in your damn life. Okay? We got to be careful here. It's getting personal now on Shabbat. It's getting personal. Okay? And that was one verse I said I was going to run on one. It was the third verse. We got verse 29, Proverbs 15. Verse 8. It says the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. Remember, the word abomination means unacceptable, it means detestable, or means nasty or disgusting. Okay, abomination to Yahuwah, but the prayer of the upright is his light. Once again, the first sentence is important. When it's talking about sacrifice, it's talking about working. So you now let's go back to the porn thing because I don't want to confuse my lady anybody else. I'm going to move on to the porn. Now go to the porn. Maybe talk about the past. Fornication come up from the past. Or come from the past. So when the past destroys your future, you become a porn star. Guys, there are stories. People always say, I've been raped, I've been this and the ass, whatever, and they become a porn star. Have y'all noticed that? And then what happens when they become a porn star, they live in fornication for life. This is why we have porn websites and we also have porn movies because the women and men that have been too lonely for years, they think porn is their coping. They say, oh, masturbation's okay. You can screw anybody you want. It's a good thing. No, it's not because it's going to make you become confused. It's going to screw you over. You're going to become angry. You can become like jumpy. You can become unhealthy. Okay, you're going to get AIDS, diseases. Have you thought of that shit? Hello, think about it for a minute, guys. Okay, that's a movie called. We got to check it out. It's called Boogie Nights. Right there now. Boogie, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, she like Boogie Night, right? It's like a club name, but the movie is about this dude, right? He was a porn star, and he had sex so much, he just became nuts. He became addicted. He was confused. It was a lot of shit going on, and guess what came into the situation? Drugs. Guys, did y'all know drugs can be involved in fornication? Think again. Okay. Let's go to a story. I want to get into a story. Okay. Um, this kind of fit to loneliness, but then it dealing with fornication. Okay, so let's go into a story with Esau, Jacob's brother. Who don't know Esau? Esau was the son of Jacob and Rachel, and Esau had this problem against Jacob. He was just like nuts. But let's go right into that. Um, let's go there. Okay. Um, no, my apologies. Um, Esau was. Oh, geez. Let me go back. I'm sorry, guys. My phone. I feel kind of embarrassed, but not should be. Sometimes I forget certain things, but Esau was lonely. He wanted what he wanted. Okay, and that's a problem. Then we'll go to Genesis as as well. Okay, but let's go right. Oh, we are in Genesis. Wow. Now I want to do two stories. What could happen when you have a bad past and when you don't know how to control yourself? Okay, so let's mess with Esau. They're gonna mess with Cain, um, Abel's brother. Okay, so let's go into. I really hope this can help you guys out. I know there's somebody watching yet, but I know I get to get some views later. But I actually hope this can be an inspiration for you guys to do, do some soul searching, man, and just don't do that stuff so fast, man. You know what I'm saying? Take your time with a woman or a man. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Take your time with that stuff, man, because you never know. And we live in a tougher year, man. We got a lot of folks. You can't tell who's a man, who's a woman now. Have y'all noticed that? No other person. I'm sure my lady knows what I'm talking about. You never know if the woman is a man. Okay? Get to know the person 100% for anything. All right? So let's see. All right, let me get a minute. Hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Some of y'all hurry up, teach. I know. So let's go right into Genesis 21, right? Um, okay. Okay, let me see here. Give me a second. Wait a minute. You know what? Better yet, let's go to Jasher. I like Jasher. Jasher is more in details. Um, sorry about that. It's gonna take a while to find this, so I know. Sorry, I know. Yeah, this is be good once I find it because you make y'all be like, damn, I know that. So we got to be careful what we're doing, man. We got to be very careful. Okay. Let's see. Cool. Esau 32. Could this be it? Chapter 32. Let me see. Yeah, I was right. Jacob and Esau were brothers. They were brothers. They were like twins. Esau was hairy. Jacob was not hairy, but they were twins, which is funny, right? Um, and this came from Rachel. Like I said, Rachel had two sons from Jacob. Okay, Rachel was the sister wife, obviously. Okay, so yeah, this is really good. This is a good third part of fornication. Okay. Um, all right. Uh, ooh. Okay, my apologies, guys. You know what? Actually, I found another story. Let's go read this one. Oh, I forgot about Shakam. Shakam was lonely. Let's get to that. Let's go to chapter 33. Okay. Yeah, let's go there. It's without a reading, so bear with me. Like I said, I want at least do two or three stories of this part. Okay, so this has to be read off. Yashar of Jasher 33 verse 1. Yeah, this might pretty much be a help here. Now, yeah, I'll soon get on Esau, and then we'll get on Cain and Abel. Cain was very lonely. Okay, verse 1. Perfect. And sometime after Yakub went away from the borders of the land, he came to the land of Shalom, that is the city of Shechem, which is the land of Canaan. And he rested in front of the city, and he brought a parcel of the field which was there from Judah Kamar, the people of the land. 5 shekels, money. Okay, well, back then it was pretty different, coins. And Yakub there built himself a home, and he pitched there his tent there and made Sukkot, which is one of the feast days, Sukkot. For his cattle, therefore, he called the name of the place Sukkot, and Yakub renamed as Sukkot, a year and 6 months. At the time, some of the women of the inhabitants of the land went to the city of Shechem to dance and rejoice with those of the people of the city. And when they went forth from Rachel and Leah, right? Remember, Rachel and Leah are sisters. They are under one Lord, which is Jacob, the husband, right? The women of Yakub with their families also went and behold, rejoicing of the daughters of the city. And Dinah, so keep her in mind, Dinah, she's the daughter of Jacob. She's a righteous woman, a virgin. Okay, Dinah, the daughter of Yakub. Okay, and by the way, the word Dinah in Hebrew means judgment. Did y'all know that? Just want to let y'all know. A little Hebrew knowledge out there. Okay. Dinah, the daughter of Yakub, also went along with them and saw the daughters of the city. Keep that in mind, daughters of the city, right? And they remained there before these daughters, while all the people of the city were standing by them to behold the rejoicings. And all the great people of the city were there. Verse 7. And Shechem, the son of Hamor, the prince of the land, was also standing there to see them. Verse 8. And Shechem beheld Dinah, the daughter of Yakub, sitting with her mother before the daughters of the city. And the damsel of the virgin pleased him greatly. So we know there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine, right? But hold on, let's continue. And he there asked his friends and his people, saying, whose daughter is that sitting amongst the women? Okay, who I do not know in the city. And they said to him, surely this is the daughter of Yakub, the son of Yazak, the Hebrew. Remember, Jacob was the son of Yazak, okay, who has dwelt in or stayed in the city for some time. And when it was reported the daughters of the land were going forth to rejoice, she went with her mother and maidservants, okay, to sit amongst them, as you see. Verse 10. So Ham beheld Dinah, the daughter of Yakub, and when he looked at her, his soul became fixed upon Dinah, meaning he lusted after her. In the future, God, I'm going to talk about what's the difference between positive and a false lust, okay? And he sent, verse 11, he sent and had her taken by force. Remember I spoke about fornication. I think in part 1 is when you take somebody and you screw them, you can rape them. That's fornication. Look at this. Okay, look. He sent and had taken her by force. So he raped the woman, fellas. Did y'all hear that? He raped her. He raped her. The brother was lonely. When you are lonely, you become addicted. Remember, you are thirsty for sex. You want what you want. Okay, that's a problem. Let's continue. Okay, she took her. Donovan came to the house of Sham, and look at that. So I think he grabbed her or something like that. Did a chokehold, grabbed her like a slight chokehold. I don't know. came to the house of Shechem and seized her forcibly. Look at that, man. Right? And lay with her. So he made it a doggy style. Who knows what he did to her? Right? Something, but shit. He's a strong dude and took advantage of her ass, right? Unfortunately. But let's continue. And humbled her. Okay, so it made the sex was very strong. Okay, so she just couldn't help it. She just got weak and enjoyed the damn sex moment. All right. Humbled her and he loved her. Look at that. He loved her exceedingly and placed her in his home. Okay. And they came and told things to Yakub. And when Yakub heard that Shechem had defiled his daughter, defiled fornication. Do y'all get this? Defiled his daughter, Dinah. Yakub sent the 12 of servants to fetch Dinah from the house of Shechem, and they went and came to the house of Shechem to take away Dinah from there. They took her away. Okay. And when they came, Shechem went out to them with his men and drove them from his home, and he would not suffer or allow them to come before Dinah. Okay, and Shechem was sitting with Dinah, kissing and embracing before their eyes. Ain't that something? Okay. And the servants of Yakub came back and told him, saying, when we came, he and his men drove us away, and thus did Shechem and took Dinah before our eyes. And Yakub knew moreover that Shechem had defiled his daughter. Okay, defile means what? Fornication or sexual immoral act. Okay, that's what he did. Okay. Defiled his daughter, but he said nothing. His sons were feeding his cattle in the field, and Jacob remained silent till their return. And before his sons came home, Jacob sent two maidens, okay, from his servants, daughters, to take care of Dinah in the house of Shechem to remain with her. And Shechem sent three of his friends, okay, to his father, Kamor, the son of Chittim, Chittikam, the son of Parat, saying, "Give me this damsel for a woman." Now, what's funny, he already screwed her. That was already his wife, allegedly, okay? But then he want to take her as his wife, but that's just confused what he did. Remember I said earlier about loneliness, it's confusion, fornication, and confusion? Let's continue to read, okay? And Kamar, the son of, I read that already. Oh, wait, I didn't. Verse 17. And Kamar, the son of Chittikam, the Chaya, or Chavi, came to the house of Shechem, his son, and he sat before him. And Kamar said to his son, Shechem, is there then no woman amongst the daughters of your people that you will take an Hebrew woman who is not of your people? Okay, now his father got a good point in a way, somewhat. Okay, and Shechem said to him, her only must you get for me. So he had this addiction. Hello, she was a virgin, right? For she is delightful in my sight. And Kamar did according to the word of his son, for he was greatly beloved by him. Okay, so the father wanted to go ahead. Like, okay, go ahead, right? Verse 19. And Kamar went forth to Yakub to commune or agree or to talk about with him concerning this matter. And when he had gone from the house of his son Shechem, before he came, so the two fathers were talking. Kamar is the father of Shechem, and Jacob is the father of Dinah. So they both had a conversation. Before he came to Yakub to speak unto him, behold, the sons of Yakub had come from the field as soon as they heard the thing that Shechem, the son of Kamar, had done. Verse 20. And the men were very much grieved. They were pissed, listen, concerning their sister, right? And they all came home fired with anger. Do y'all get this? Let's continue. Before the time of gathering on their cattle, they were pissed off. They were like, screw these cattle. I'm going to come after this freaking guy and come after his whole kind, right? And they came and sat before their father, and they spoke and kindled with wrath, saying, surely death is due to this man and to his household, because Yahuwah of the whole earth commanded Noah, and sure that the man that shall never rob nor break wedlock. Are y'all listening? Breaking wedlock is fornication or adultery. Did you hear that? Breaking wedlock. You break it. Breaking wedlock. Now behold, Shechem has both ravaged. What does ravage mean? You quit to rape someone. Ravage. Okay. You chasing somebody, a woman. Okay. Committed fornication. With our sister. The brothers was knowing that shit went on. They're like, wait a minute. You ain't talk to me. Y'all know y'all brothers and y'all protected y'all sisters. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's continue. Right? Committed fornication with our sister, and not one of all the people of the city spoke a word to him. had probably a guilty conscience. Let's continue. Surely you know and understand that the judgment of death is due to Shechem and to his daddy, right? Let's continue. And to the whole city. They want to come after the whole city over this. What did I say earlier? Be careful who you sleeping with. Be careful. This is a really serious story. Please be careful who you screwing. And okay, a capital thing which he has done, verse 23. And while they were speaking before their father in his matter, behold, Kamor, the father of Shechem, came to speak to Yakub the words of his son concerning Dinah, and he sat before Yakub and before his sons. And Kamor spoke unto them, saying, the soul of my son Shechem longs for your daughter. I pray you give her into him a woman and intermarry. Intermarry. What does that mean? You marry somebody or many couples from another nation to their religion, to their tradition. And to marry, or it can be in the way of Yahuwah, 2 parts. Okay, I'm gonna teach on that. Can you marry a nation of woman? Can you marry another man for another nation? Do it in the future. People teach you can't do it. Is that true? Come on, ladies, Philippine. I'm mixed, so it doesn't tell you answer yes, but I want to teach on that. Anyway, that's what I was mixed. I think I was mixed. I'm not fully Israelite. I'm mixed. Yeah, they told you that. I think. Did I? I think. I am mixed. I know. Okay. Intimate with us. Okay. Give us your daughters, and we will give you our daughters. So they want to trade. They want to make this like, oh, right? Pagan, right? You should dwell with us in our land, and we will be as one people in the land. For our land is very extensive, very big, very roomy, very commodious, right? They got big land, a lot of money, right? So dwell you and trade there and get possessions in it and do therein as you desire, and no one shall pervert you by saying a word to you. Don't get me wrong, dude was cool, but he was wrong. He was rich, but he was wrong. That's the problem. He was wrong. Okay. Kamor stopped speaking unto Yakub and his son, and behold, Shechem his son had come after him, and he sat before them, and Shechem spoke before Yakub. Okay, now he got Shechem the son talk to the father of his 13 older children, right? And the son saying, oh, spoke to the sons too, may I find favor in your sight that you will give me your daughter, and whatsoever you say unto me that I will do for her. Ask me for abundance and dowry and give, and I will give him whatsoever you should say to me that I will do. And whosoever he be that rebel against your orders, he should die. Only give me the damsel for a woman. What's funny, remember, he already screwed her. He already screwed the chick already, imagine. Okay, so let's continue. Now he want to fix it up to us. Give me her as your wife, please, your daughter, your sister, so I can be righteous. Yeah, right. Verse 29. Simon, or Shimun, and Laiu, or Levi, answered Kamar Shechem's son deceitfully, okay, saying, all you have spoken to, we will do for you. But they didn't mean that. Watch this. Okay, they did a trick. And behold, our sister is in your home, but keep away from her until we send our father Isaac concerning this matter. For we can do nothing without consent. They respect daddy, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Verse 31. It says, for he knows the way of our father Abraham, and whatsoever he says to us, we will tell you. We will hide nothing or conceal nothing from you. And Simon, verse 32, and Levi spoke this unto Shechem and his father, in order to find a pretext and seek counsel what was to be done to Shechem and to his seed in this matter. Oh, look at that. Now they plotting, right? And when Shechem and his father heard the words of Shimon, and Levi seemed good in their sight, and Shechem and his father came forth to go home. Yeah, you think, right? Let's continue. Verse 34, and when they had gone, the sons of Jacob and their father saying, behold, we know that the death is due to these wicked ones and to their city, because they transgress which Yahuwah has commanded, and to Noah and the children and the seed after him. And guys, mind you, Shechem is not a man of Yahuwah. I'm going to say it again. Shechem and Kamor is not a man of Yahuwah. They are wicked. They are pagans, but they nice though. Okay? And y'all women got that shit bad. Y'all into being with these nice guys, but these nice guys are wicked. Stop that shit. Y'all too long. Y'all be with a nice guy, the perfect guy. Y'all like use that. Where's that Mr. Right of yours? Y'all in the death trap. Death's door is right at your feet. Just because somebody nice, don't mean they love Yahuwah. Don't mean shit. Anybody can be nice and still abuse you. I'm preaching. Okay, these were some nice pagan people. But all right, let's continue. Verse 35. And also because Shechem did this thing to our sister Dinah by defiling her. Okay, I do agree. They did defile the woman. Okay, he didn't give her time to know her, nothing. He just grabbed her shit and raped her. Who does that? Okay, that's not right. Loneliness, remember? Okay, for such vileness, vileness, that means nasty, disgusting. Okay, shall never be amongst us. Now, therefore, know and see what you would do. See, counsel protects what's to be done to, and them in order to kill inhabitants of his city. So they want to come after the land of Shechem's people, or his father. Okay, verse 37. And Shimon said to them, or Simon, okay, remember, Simon is the son of Jacob. He's one of the 12 sons. Said to him, here is a proper advice for you. Tell them to circumcise every male amongst them as they are circumcised. And if they do not hope to do this, we should take our daughter away. Go them, take them away from them. Verse 38. And if they consent to do this, and we will do it, then when they are sunk down with pain, we will attack them with our swords, as upon one who is quiet and peaceable. And we will slay every male person amongst them. Simon's advice pleased them, and some of Levi resolved to do it to them as it was proposed. Excuse me. Verse 40. And on the next morning, Shechem and Kamar and his father came again to Jacob and his sons to speak concerning Dinah, and to hear what answer the son of Jacob would give to their words. And the sons of verse 41. And the sons of Jacob spoke deceitfully to them, saying, we told our father Isaac all your words, and your words please him. Okay. Excuse me. Verse 42. And what he spoke to us, saying, thus did Abraham his father command him from Yahuwah of the whole earth, that any man who is not of the sin that should hope to take on a daughter should cause a male belong to be circumcised, and we are circumcised. Okay. Doesn't mean, fellas, that we are to be circumcised. We are to be circumcised in the spirit. Just so y'all know about that situation. Okay. And so make sure y'all babies are circumcised. Okay. And then when we may give him our daughter for a woman. Okay, so that's there we go, right? Now we have made known to you all our ways that our Father spoke to us, and to us, but we cannot do this, of which you spoke, and to us to give our daughter to a circumcised man, right? For this is favorite to us. But herein herein will we consent to you or agree, right, to give you our daughter, and we will also ourselves. Your daughters, and will dwell amongst you and be one people as you have spoken and to us, and consider to be like us, to circumcise every male belonging to you, as we are circumcised. Verse 45. And if you not hearken to us, to every male circumcised, every circumcised, as we have commanded, then we will come to you and take our daughter from you and go away. And Shechem and his father heard the words of the sons of Jacob, and the thing pleased them exceedingly. And Shechem his father hastened to the wish the hopes of the sons of Jacob, for Shechem was very fond of Dinah, and his soul was riveted to her. You remember I said earlier about sex. When you have sex with a woman, you get connected to the woman. Women. That's why I tell y'all to quit screwing these men. Your souls have a connection with them. Remember I said that earlier. Stop doing that. That's not healthy. Okay. Verse 47. It says, "It should come and his father come more quickly or hasted to the gate of the city, and they assembled all the men of the city and spoke to the excuse me." The words of the sons of Jacob, saying, verse 48, we came to these men, the sons of Jacob, and we spoke to them concerning their daughter. And these men would consent to do according to our hopes. And behold, our land is of great extent for them, and they will and they will dwell in it and trade in it. Okay, and we shall be one people, and we will take their daughters, and our daughters will give them for women. But only in this condition will these men consent to understand that every man wants to be circumcised, and they're circumcised as our Savior commanded them. And when we have done according to their instructions, be circumcised, then will they dwell amongst us together with their cattle possessions, and we should be as one people with them. Verse 50. And when all the men of the city heard the words of Shechem and his father Kamar, then all the men of their city were agreeable to his proposal. And they obeyed to be circumcised for Shechem and his father Hamor were greatly esteemed by them, being the princes of the land. And on the verse 51, and on the next day, Shechem and Hamor, his father, rose early in the morning, and they assembled all the men of the city into the middle of the city, and they called for the sons of Jacob, who circumcised every man belonged to them on that day and the next. Verse 52, and they circumcised Shechem and Hamor, his father, and the 5 brothers of Shechem. And when Eber went home, for this thing was from Yahuwah against the city of Shechem, and from Yahuwah was Shemon's counsel, and his matter in order Yahuwah might deliver the city of Shechem into the hands of Jacob's 2 sons. Okay. And then actually later on, they actually killed everybody. I'm gonna read that. They actually okay, so I know there's a lot of reading, but I have to read all that because that's very important. Because remember, I said earlier, loneliness can cause death on yourself. You know, when you're out there fornicating, it's funny because you got parents in today's time, very strict parents. Parents will come after you. I'm gonna say it again. Parents will come after you. They might bring their uncle against you. Yeah, they would do that. You think I'm joking around? In some cases, if you listen, guys, that's why I'm going to talk the subject. When you have a problem with fornication, don't screw a virgin. In some state they live in some country, they will come after your ass. You try to shit in South America, they come after you. You try to screw a Muslim, a Muslim virgin, they will come after you. They believe in killing Muslims. Okay, they don't play that shit. Y'all get my point? They don't play that. You got some areas, Oklahoma. You got the man, they carry the big ass shotguns. You fornicate that dog, they're gonna shoot your ass in the trees. They don't give a shit if they shoot you. Okay? These people came against the family of Shechem because they fornicated their sister. He was wrong. So my point of going to the story is what I said earlier. When you cannot control your future and when you're so lonely, you get yourself in trouble. Okay. Shechem was not only that feel loneliness, but he was pagan. He was a religious man. Now they went on and got circumcised, but it's not enough. I mean, what's funny is Shechem didn't even pray to Yahuwah and ask for forgiveness. He didn't do that at all. You see what I'm saying? Simon and Levi, whatever, they didn't play that bullshit. Read 34, if you may have the prophet could read it, or Genesis, they came after them. It was a trick. Okay? You guys have to be careful. And let's go back what I was saying now, okay? About how is it possible when people became porn stars? This story may play a point because it takes fornication. It takes you screwing a virgin, or you raping her, or you molested him. They come porn stars, man, in cases. Okay, let's go to another one. Shechem was lonely. Let's go to another problem here. Let's go right to Genesis now. Okay, let's go right into Genesis, and let's get to with Cain. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. Loneliness can create jealousy, guys. Did y'all know that? Loneliness can be a jealousy problem. So let's go right into chapter 4, verse 1. Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. Read on from there. Okay, not read too much reading, but let's just get on to the point. All right, so verse 1. Adam knew Eve, or Kuah, his woman, and conceived, right? And bore Cain, or Cayun. Okay? And said, I've gotten a man from Yahuwah. Okay, that's what she claims. But is she sure that's from Yahuwah? Because he was wicked. So it says, she again bore his brother Abel, or Hayal. Okay? Hayal was a keeper of the sheep. Okay? But Cain was a till of the ground. Okay? And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground and offered to Yahuwah. Okay? Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock of the fat thereof. And Yahuwah had respect unto Abel and his offering, but to Cain and to his offering he had not respect. Cain was very angry, right? He was emotional and he was getting lonely. Hello. And his countenance fell. Maybe he looked upset or had an impudent face. He probably was dealing with pigs. Okay, maybe you were not going to accept pigs of of us eating it, etc. Okay, all right. Um, Yahuwah said to Cain, "Why are you so angry? Why are you so wroth? Why is your countenance falling on your face? If you do well, shall you not be accepted? And if you do not, and if you do not well, sin lies at your door." See, he kind of spoke a point about this man Cain, right? And to you shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field, Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and murdered him. Guys, what does that come from? Loneliness with jealousy. Okay. But let's see what Cain did. Hold on, we ain't done yet. So he lost his freaking mind. He was jealous. He got too lonely, emotional, right? He was competitive. Okay, because what happens, guys, when people fornicate too much, you become competitive, you become jealous, you become lonely, you become. That's why you notice most women don't want a man to do polygyny. They don't want the man to be a leader because the woman want everything for herself. You ever notice that? Because she have not had discipline. She was a bully in school. She probably didn't know how to control herself, so nobody give her attention. So what she do? She seek a righteous man or a husband just to get power over him, if that makes sense. Okay. Some women, when they have that problem, they can become a leech. A leech is a suckable creature. It gets your skin and suck all the blood out. So some women, when they're lonely, they suck your life away, and they get it to them. It transfers. Be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you sleep with, guys. Okay? You don't want to go through that. Okay? Oh, all right. So, verse 9, Yahuwah said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" And he said, "I know not." He lied to the father. Oh, who does that? Ooh, man. He boldly lied to the father. Am I to guard my brother? Okay. And what's funny about it is that Yahuwah put him to the test. Yahuwah sees everything, right? Matt, keep that in mind, right? And he said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. And now are you cursed from the earth, which had opened her mouth to receive your brother's blood from your head?" Excuse me. Sorry. When you till the ground, it should not henceforth yield unto her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall you be in the earth. You know what this sound like? Prisoners. Guys, prisoners come in when people murder someone, or they rape their wives, or they abuse their wives because of fornication. Yeah, no shit, right? Okay. Verse 13, Cain said unto Yahuwah, "My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from the face I should be hid, and I should be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth." Right? And it shall come to pass that everyone that finds me shall murder me. Right? And Yahuwah said to him, "Therefore, whoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold." And Yahuwah set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him or murder him. Okay? And Cain went out from the presence of Yahuwah and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his woman, and she conceived and bore Canuk, and built a city and named his son Canuk. And Canuk was born of Erad. Okay? Let me stop there. Another example, when you are lonely, Cain murdered his brother. Okay? Cain murdered his brother, fellas. Now, that may be kind of against fornication. I apologize. But I just want to speak some type of essence on loneliness, though. He was alone. He lost himself. He was sad. Remember, loneliness means sad, right? And I'm not just, right, it means isolation. So what he was trying to do, what he did, he isolated Abel's life, okay, by murdering him, okay, because Yahuwah accepted his activities, his abilities, okay. So let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Now we'll deal more about why are women and men are porn stars. And then we'll deal with we'll connect it with the past. Okay, why is that? Remember, fornication is a weapon. It is a big, pleasurous weapon. It can destroy you. Okay? So Ecclesiasticus, let's go ahead to, sorry about that. Okay, guys, let's go into this. Okay. All right. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 7. Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 7. This is good. This is why people became porn stars. This is why people have some type of problem when they were. Look at this. An evil woman, right, is a yoke. What does yoke mean? Yoke has to do with a connection to something that was bad against you, but it got right inside of you. So let's say somebody said, "Oh, I was raped when I was 10." Right? So they get traumatized. They keep thinking about it all the time. They maybe raped by dad, uncle, and they think about that too much. So they feel good. They feel sexually active because of the spirits that they given her. She become an easy hope, a porn star, and then she become what is called yoked. So the spirit, the demonic spirits, connect through her through that sexual activity. Okay, which we're gonna move on later today. It's called rituals, sexual rituals, and sex trafficking. Okay, but not now. We want to connect the dots. Yoke, connection, plus different avenue equals death. Okay, this was talking about. That's why women don't want to hear you. Have you ever tried to preach to a prostitute? I tried. They listen for a minute, but they want to take you. They don't want to take it serious. I'm gonna give them a card. Man, lady, we took a drive before. We've given cards to a few prostitutes. They never called us bad. We won't mind preaching to them. Why they like that? Because of the yoke. The yoke, sex, fornication, loneliness. They become a prostitute or whore, porn star. E woman is a yoke shaken. Shaken. What happens when you have a connection with addiction? You become shooken up. You lose control. You just lose focus. You focus on something that's wicked, but you call it good. I'm preaching today. That's why you have some men and women, they say, enjoy your life, you live once, go out there and party. Then they want to use Yahuwah in the situation, say Yahuwah loves you. That's bullshit. Okay? That is bullshit. In the future, we'll talk about does Yahuwah love every human? We'll talk about that in the future. That's a big subject to talk about. Okay? Shaken to and fro. That means wandering, right? So when you deal with this problem, you're gonna be wandering. You to and from, or fro, to and from. You know where you're going. You're doing porn star. Then you went to college. Then you go to another college. And then you got school loans. And then you go back. Then you be a stripper. Do y'all get what I'm saying? All because of the yoke. Some of you guys want to go for yoga. Y'all want to have a better life. Now you want to go to yoga. You say, I found God. No, you found God of another God. No, you found Satan, your God. As I don't give a shit if y'all get offended. I don't give a damn. Some of y'all love to go to yoga. Y'all go to yoga, get your life together. Or go to church. Really? That's not the point. That's not what you want you to do. But y'all do that. And y'all still a secret home. You're like a clean home. You got your own house apart, but you still home. You can't keep a husband. Husbands, y'all can keep y'all wives. Y'all the same way. Y'all like to screw women. Y'all go to yoga too. Same bullshit. Y'all want to travel to Dubai, or you want to travel to Philippines, or travel to Mexico and meet your woman in secret and screw her. Yeah, make it like you're okay. Go back to America. And you want to use God. You know his name. God loves you and all this bullshit. And some of y'all pastors, y'all the same damn thing. Y'all preach at these Catholic churches and y'all screwing children in your back room. Y'all emotional. There are pastors that's emotional. That's why there are sex cases in some of these churches. Fornication. You got these damn Baptist preachers screwing men's wives. Hey, brother, let me do about your wife. Yeah, man, sure, pastor. Yeah, man, God bless you. Y'all trust pastor. Your wife get home by 1 o'clock midnight. He be like, why are you at home so late? I'm sorry. And he didn't realize that that her bra is unhooked from behind her shit, right? Uh, my past had to pray for me. Well, I pray for you. Hmm. Why would you let him do that? Then listen, I'm not against if somebody come to you and you pray for them, different ball game. But why would you, if you marry, I won't let my woman go through that. I'm like, no, I'm not do see for it. I want to pray for you. That's bullshit. I know what I'm talking about. Loneliness, yoke, yoke means what? A connection, an avenue of the devil through his deities. Remember, Satan had a lot of gods. That's what I'm talking about. He had different gods. You can name lots of deities, idols, objects, people. Come on, hello. There's a lot. He had a lot of helpers. Okay, yoke shaken to and from. He that has a hold on her. Look at this. Is as stout as he held a scorpion. What do scorpions do? Vaccination from their spike tail, and you get this big ass poison. I'm not lying. He's comparing Solomon as wicked women or wicked men as scorpions when they are lonely and they fornicate too much and they have a connection. And it will happen. That's why we become porn stars. When we get poked by a scorpion, we get poked by the wicked person through sex, we become poisonous. What does a penis look like? A spike. Same with a scorpion tail. Be careful who you sleep with. Don't take scorpion tails in your vagina, women. Be with a real man that know what the hell he's doing and he has a purpose and a plan. Don't be with men that have no damn goals. Men, don't be with women who have no goals. This is personal, man. This is why we got porn stars, we got human trafficking and sex trafficking in this perspective. Because when you wicked and you got these problems, you come do dumb things. And this is why we got cops stay busy in Ukraine, here in America. A lot of people in Ukraine do sex trafficking. A lot of Ukrainian men. A lot of Russians. California, a lot of human trafficking, sex trafficking. Missouri, underground. Have you heard of the chambers? Look that up. You think this shit a joke? Man, you got damn near people do rituals to girls. They screw the girls and they pray to their deity. They will screw. Listen, this is some real shit. Now I'm getting to the rituals now. They will sit here and screw the woman, screw the man. They want to screw you. You may be a man. You want to screw another man, and then they murder your ass into a six-pointed star. And they worship the owl or they worship other deity and they get praise to their God. They may call Allah or some damn deity. And they get power. This is a ritualistic bullshit. Let's prove that. Let's stop here. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Y'all think I'm joking? This is what fornication is all about. This is what this stuff would do. Fornication come in different phases. Rituals, orgies, threesomes, all that shit. Weird shit too. You got witches, warlocks. They would do that shit too. They would put magic, witchcraft, and they would have sex, do orgies with you, and give you black ass magic. Now you become a sex addict. Now you become this and you become that, this and that. You can do magic at the same time. Be careful what people y'all choose. Be careful who you sleep with. I keep saying it for a reason. Be careful who you sleep with. You know what? You know what's funny? You know what's funny with y'all people? Y'all be with anybody. It's better that y'all be with somebody that's poor and humble. When I say poor, I ain't talking about somebody in the street, but low class, or than somebody that they think they know everything, can tell shit, and they got powers. No. Anyway, Deuteronomy, guys. Okay, let's just check into this. Okay, rituals is part of fornication. It depends what it is. Sexual rituals, sex magic. Have you heard of that? Sex magic. Okay, fornication, loneliness, lack of control. Be careful people you see and sleep with. But fornication is a theft. It will take your future away and take you to damnation. I'm trying to help y'all, man. I'm just trying to help you. Not trying to show out at all. Not trying to create fame. So y'all can be aware of this stuff, what's going on, so you be part of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost there. All right. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is good, man. Okay, so let's go to Deuteronomy 12, right? Uh, chapter 12. Okay, so let's go to verse 31, right? Okay, you should not do so to Yahuwah for every abomination to Yahuwah which he hates have they done to their deity. No, it says their Elohim or their deity. Okay, their Elohim. Elohim means more than one God. So you notice how it went from him and then to deities. It says what they've done to their gods, right? And then it says, for even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire. Okay. So I said earlier, in sexual rituals or regular rituals, they would have sex with these children and they would actually burn them up or cut them in pieces. Fellas, this is not a joke. That's why y'all notice every year in October by Halloween, that's always missing people. Have you noticed that? Not just children, but grown ass people. They be in those white vans. Be careful, y'all be in Walmart. Be careful the white ass vans y'all be parking back. The white vans. You must say, oh, those are painters. No, painters my ass. They could be our agents that take your goddamn children. And your mother, stop leaving your babies in the goddamn car. Take your freaking baby out the car. I get it, she's crying. If she's crying or he's crying as a baby, then drop him off to grandma's house. And when you go to Walmart, or have a sister wife to watch over your damn. Oh, y'all too jealous. Sorry about that shit. But let grandma watch your baby. Go to Walmart. This why children are being snatched and being sexed. I'm not joking. And they would do shit to your children. That's why you know in the damn bulletin, they got some in schools and Walmart and Sam's Club probably. Have you seen this missing child? Have you seen this guy? His name is Robert Nelson. And they get like pictures, these pictures, over 5 to 10 pictures of missing people. So be careful because what they do, they will snatch y'all people and they will do shit to you. They will have sex with you and put you in a ritual. This is called sex magic. And this is part of this. Burnt you in the fire. That's what they do. They got fire. There are movies about this shit. There's a movie called The Omen. Omen. We got to check it out. There's one called. There's another one called. And we saw it too. Hostel, a nasty ass movie. They believe in cutting up bodies and shit. We seen that. And they put you in a damn. They put you above some candles and shit. The 6 pointed star. And they would cut your skin, put blood in the damn bowl and shit. You know what I'm saying? After they screw you, want you naked and shit. This is a real shit. This is fornication. That's what this is. It's like a religion. Be careful who you guys are friendly with. Don't be friend. Listen, don't be no friends with no weird ass people, witches and no damn warlock ass people or celebrities. Y'all know this goddamn celebrities. Oh, I want to see Chris Brown. Oh, I want to see Lady Gaga. Get your ass out of here. They are part of the goddamn plan. Every celebrity y'all like, they don't love you at all. They'll get your ass and they're gonna screw you and make you eat shit off a cow ass, whatever, and you're gonna have to do a ritual agreement. This is all a ritual. Pass you the fire, you'll burn you the fire. You know, fire has to do with a demonic power. Fire. That's another figure of speech. Or they do orgies. Orgies. You might have sex with an animal and then a woman, then a man. It's nasty shit they do, man. And they're on private areas. Y'all think it's a joke? Let's get going with this shit, man. Let's get going with this. Okay. Let's see. Let's go right into Hold on. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Let's go to Isaiah 47. Yashayahu, or Isaiah chapter 47. We see there with the rituals, um, sex trafficking. It's the same thing. Got these girls and shit on tied up. They do some of this shit in Brazil, man. Venezuela. They tie these young ass girls, women and shit. Okay, they tie them up. They grab one by one. They screw them. They can become hoes or porn stars. Did y'all know that shit? Y'all think I'm joking? I know y'all don't want to trust what I'm saying, but this is some real shit. I'm telling you, that's what they do to these young ass women or older women. Okay, you got to do a contract, all this dumb shit. You make a lot of money, but you got to be screwed by a few men. Imagine that. You be effed up in the head. You become so freaking lonely. You feel like shit. Anyway, Isaiah 47. I'm almost there. It says, Yahuwah don't play when it comes to this shit. Look what he gonna do. The 47, and then it says, verse 12. It says, stand now with your enchantments. Now we know enchantments have to do with fornication and other different phases, because enchantment means to entice. To entice. Okay? To entice. That's why you have scenarios where you may, like a celebrity, that's an enchantment. He may look so good. You want to connect with people like that. And it's funny, they got this website now. You can practice for audition to be like them and meet them in person. Don't go for that website. I forgot they did that shit on 94.7, the station I put on when I do Uber Lyft. Now they got this website. You can go to the website and they pick you up in an airplane or whatever, and you got to go, I think, California and audition. Young ladies, don't even do it. Young men, don't do it. You're gonna meet these damn celebrities. You think it's cool? They're gonna let you now do some shit that you want to do. I'm trying to tell you, sex ritual. Okay, look up Eyes Wide Shut. You gotta see that. Eyes Wide Shut. Okay. Real effective here, man. Real personal. Your enchantments with the multitude of your sorceries. Okay, sorcery. Who has sorcerers? Druids, those who practice witchcraft, witches, and warlocks, and religious people, and more. You can name that sorceries. Okay, and they into the sex magic. All right, where you have labored from your youth. You notice that labored from your youth. Your youth. So when I tell you about the yoke, the loneliness, you fornicating, you working your plan. They say you got a future. They say, but your future is being wicked, doing some stupid shit that might get murdered or be in prison or losing everything. Okay. I hope I make any sense today. I really pray I do. Okay. From your youth, if so, you should be able to profit. So people get paid off of these rituals. Guys, this is some real money. Why don't they get millionaires, billionaires? The presidents are billionaires. They make a lot of income. These presidents, y'all think they're nice to you? They part of it. They part of the sex magic. Don't believe me? Look up the secrets of presidents. They'll show you. They'll tell you what they are. They don't give a shit. Look at the Illuminati, guys. The Illuminati, the elitists. Look at the government, the governors. This is why I'm anti-government. My woman's waking aware to that. She's part of it as well. We don't believe in voting for presidents. I'm not going to look far off the subject, but it's part of fornication. Lack of control. These people don't care about us like that. Let's continue, man. Labor from your youth. If so, you should be able to profit. And if so, you may prevail. Okay, live longer with wickedness, but you will have your end. Okay, that's what they're saying. Saying like you are wearied in the multitude of your counsels. Let now the astrologers, stargates, and monthly prognosticators, or those who watch horoscopes. Guys, be careful from horoscopes. Horoscope play a role in fornication too. Have y'all noticed every time you read a horoscope, it has to do with something who you are that can draw attention to relationships? Don't believe in that shit. Okay? I'm a Pisces, I'm a Scorpio. That's bullshit. Okay? That's fornication because people want, when you know who you are, you tempted to just be like, damn, I'm good looking. Okay. I'm going to Facebook and do a lot of pictures of myself and get some females. Screw. That's what people do all the time. They look at these horoscopes, they feel lonely, so they want to find out, oh, I'm this, I'm Aquarius, and all this bullshit. And they want to wear mood rings and they want to look more good than before, cut their hair off, and trying to please the damn world. And fornication will take over. Okay? And we have a lot of young girls doing that bullshit and young boys between the ages of like what, 8 to like 15, high school students. And I wonder why they don't obey their parents because they are actually enticing or being yoked to the devil of disobedience. And that's why parents can't talk to these goddamn children. But now we got so-called children acting like parents. Now, that's a flip-flop. Okay, okay, young son, you can come home as long as you like, or you can come home whenever you want to. Y'all parents are acting like assholes. Y'all so scared of your damn children. Y'all let them be demonically filled. Throw your freaking mood rings and horoscopes away. It's not good for you. It's not worth it. Okay? That's prognostication, by the way. Stand up. Save you from these things. Save you from these things. Okay? That shall come upon you. Behold, they shall see as a stubble, the fire shall burn them. That's my damnation, judgment. Those who practice this shit, sex rituals, sex magic, prognostication, worshiping stars, fornication, all plays a role. Behold, they shall be stubble, the fire shall burn them, and they shall deliver themselves from the power of the flame. Flame, damnation of Yahuwah. You cannot escape the flames. Okay? There shall not be a coal to warn it, nor fire to sit before it. Okay. So, do you understand this? I'm sure you guys will understand this. This part of me reading this, okay? This is part of fornication and more and wicked acts. Let's go further back in Isaiah 47, please. I'm not done. I'm not done. Let's go to Isaiah 47 and 9. It gets worse. All because of fornication. Look at this shit. Look at this. But these two things should come to you in a moment, and one day the loss of children. Are we not losing our children? Are we not losing our children over what we're doing negatively? Are not our children in prison, jail? Or are they not being so disobedient to us? We got to get rid of them and take them to the courts, foster homes. That's happened today like that because parents don't want to be obedient. They too into fornication. They too into bringing different men at home. They too into bringing a lot of different women at home with their children. Now I'm not against polygyny. I'm just saying when a man do it wrongfully. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between false polygyny and right and true polygyny. Okay, you got men doing polygyny and falseness. They bring in these weird ass stepmothers and wicked ass stepmothers, women screwing them and all this shit, and there's nothing going on in that family. Okay, the children leave, they run away from home, lost of children, right? Because they have no attention. How long I go on this video, man? I mean, y'all gotta just keep going with this. All because fornication. Let's continue. Loss of children, right? Okay, we got widowhood. Oh, no shit. Widowhood. We got women losing their husbands. But the husbands can't control themselves. They take heroin, drugs, they get in a car accident, they die. They've been abusive to their husband, their wives, they abuse too much, which I'm getting on right now, flipping to that. They're too abusive. Because of fornication. Did y'all know that y'all husbands, listen, when y'all keep fornicating to different these hoes and these men's wives, you become more wicked. They ain't become monsters against your wife or your wives. They gonna mess with leave your ass. Be careful who you sleeping with. I told you about demons. Spirits get right inside of you. right inside of your rectum. I mean, right inside of your testosterone, your penis. Do the same. Okay? You're going to become different. You're not going to become the man that how your wife met you the first time, because you were taking a lot of spirits from these wicked ass women. Stop the hype. Okay? Also, we got like I said, men in prison. They don't make it past prison. They get their ass beat. They get murdered by a shank, by an inmate, all because he screwed some man's wife, and the man beat his ass and called the cops, and now he's in prison. Be careful who you sleep with, guys. How much I need to say that shit, man? Be careful who you sleeping with. Okay, and for y'all brothers addicted, do polygyny. Let's do polygyny. Do that. I'd rather do that than just screwing hoes. Like that helps out. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't do that. Y'all just want to screw women. Y'all want to have no paradise with family. Nothing. Widowhood. Okay? We got widows that's mistreated bad. Oh, let me act that up. We got widows that's mistreated bad. Oh, damn. Sorry about your husband. Yeah, I know. But she had sex in 10 years and she need a man, right? You want to come to my place? Yeah. She all excited. Hold on, wait a minute. I guess some champagne. I ain't had champagne in 5 years. And your ass put some ecstasy in her champagne, right? She falling out, she getting tipsy, she horny as hell. You screwing the shit out the woman, the widow, and now you block the phone number. Y'all do that shit all the time. Y'all block the phone numbers of these women. And I'm talking between 40 to 75 years old widow women. Now it's women that younger and their 30s and 20s lost their husband. Most of them is 40 to 75 average. And y'all think it's cool to just be immature against these older women, and they can be beautiful and everything, and they could have support you and you who anything you had, they could have support you. Okay, and y'all think it's cool to screw them and then block them. Fornication, widowhood, you don't want to do that. Okay, they shall come upon you in their perfection of the multitude of sorceries. Okay, and for the great abundance of your enchantments. Okay, going. Let's just continue. Fornication, verse 10. For you have trusted in your wickedness. You have said, none sees me. Your knowledge and your knowledge, it has perverted you. False knowledge. Okay. And you have said in your heart, I am, and none else beside me. So now we got people acting like they're God. Nobody can tell what to do. So you got this like self-control. Nobody can tell you anything. Right? And you got your own knowledge. Okay. That's the problem. Fornication is a knowledge of sin. It's not knowledge of Yah. So this is where you get people that say, I got what I got, what I'm saying, I got God in my life, who use God. But they fornicators. But they can be talking about somebody else. Be careful with those people, man. Please be careful with those people. Okay? Okay. So that's why we have husbands abuse their wives because of that. Because these husbands cannot control themselves. We got cops. Oh man, I bring up the cops, man. Cops are very abusive. Did y'all know cops have sex with prostitutes? Did y'all know that? But they sure can stop you for a red light, dumbass people, right? They're good at it. Cops can also screw a young child if they wanted to. There are cases. Look up videos. Yeah, they got them right on YouTube, probably. Yeah. Think I'm joking around? These cops ain't have with their family. They can go out and screw anyone they want to. Dirty cops. I call them toy cops. That's why I don't trust cops like that. Don't get wrong. You may have a scenario. You might run into a nice cop. I ran into a few. Well, a couple of them. Okay. But don't trust them. They don't care. And they abuse their wife when they get home. They don't like being home. They tired. They bored of their first wife. And I wonder why the cops' children, they become tough. They become drug dealers. They smoke weed. They smoke pot. And they dying. Hello? Y'all getting this? All from fornication. Fornication. Okay? We'll get next to notes. Hmm? False. False. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Okay, we almost finished somehow. Hope I spoke enough. So, false friendship is also part of fornication. Let me explain that. Let's say you want those people to try to live right, and you have the word in you, and you want to be an example. But let's say you desperately want friends. Let's say you in high school, you're a senior, and you have your own personal scripture class, right? You got the table set in the lunchroom, and you got people that look at what you're doing. You have like three girls, whatever, looking at you and say, "Oh, what you doing? I'm reading scriptures," and you wasn't focused on teaching them. You was focused on get friends, allegedly, and they asked you, "Hey, do you want to come to my place? We got this great party." So yeah, right. Go to the party, and there are people there that shoot themselves up vaccinations. Heroin. Person says, "Wow, what's going on?" Yeah, like this is going downstairs in the basement. Don't worry about that. Oh no, I should go. No, 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 no. Come on, we got pizza. You like pizza? And she's, oh, that's good, right? Temptation. She's hungry. Go downstairs, right? And and she said, "Hey, listen, I'm letting you know we your friends. We cool with you. You know what I'm saying?" She went downstairs before she get a slice pizza. Somebody took her, covered her mouth, took her in a room and raped her. Okay. My point is that let's finish the story. She got raped, crying. She was a virgin on top of that, guys, right? So they sent her home respectfully. Yeah, a few weeks later, now she's starting to watch porn. She just starting to lose focus. Okay. And the so-called friends she reached, she tried to reach them and try to beg for you need to apologize. I said yeah, but then her phone was blocked by their numbers. Can't contact anymore. You see, false friends are like vultures. Y'all know what a vulture is. The birds that flies and they eat the dead bodies, right? That's what false friends are. That's what they like. See, once you in a weak spot or you dead, your electrical Yahuwah is like, right? You got your vultures coming, they go eat you up. You don't even know it because you don't pay attention, but they're biting at you. You don't even know it. You think they're kissing you, but they are biting you and you're bleeding. Your head all over. Anyway, let's go to scripture about that. So here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, guys. Okay. Let's go into something interesting. Okay. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 6 and 13. Okay, so remember, fornication can cause false people in your life. Okay, I'm telling you. So let's say you're screwing a man, you cool with him, y'all friends. You're gonna screw his friend, his best friend, another man. That shit is real. Okay, that's what it says. Separate yourself from your enemies. Now, enemies could be false friends, but then it says take heed of your friends. Now, friends are the ones I'm talking about. What I taught. What is a friend? Friend is somebody who cares for you everything. But notice I said false friends. See, the reason why he said he wants to separate ourselves from them, because when you have a false friend, anything you talked about your future that's righteous, it's gonna be wiped out. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be like a tornado. You just drifted your plans away. You have another plan, and that's following the devil. Be careful who you touch, who you hug, who you kiss. I'm telling you, be careful. Please don't do it. Don't handle it. Okay. Um, let's go further up. Verse 7. This is important. Okay, because if you're doing this, don't have look at this. If you will get a friend, prove him or her first, and be not quick to credit him or her. Y'all do that shit a lot. You cool. You got on some nice shoes. Wait. Are you sure about that? It's going to, the inside of the person. But do you want to be so-called friends with the person? And you up here went from look doing okay in Yahuwah, and now you up here fornicating like crazy. Let's continue. Verse 8. For some man or woman is a friend for his own occasion. Sound like Daisy. On occasion, temporary. I call it seasonal false friendships. Because friends are supposed to last forever in your life, like a marriage. I gotta know that. Okay. And will not abide or stay in the day of your trouble. You see that? He or she will not be with you. You're in trouble. They will leave your ass. Be careful who you friends with. When you fornicate, they don't give a shit about what you did. They don't care. They wanted something from you and you don't pay attention. They wanted your joy. They wanted to steal something from you. They want you to be down so they can feel better to move on their future. And they want you to feel like shit. It's like a racetrack. You know how you run with the people? You got a group of people running with you. You carry a baton. When you take a baton to your team, they won't carry it. They'll drop it on purpose so you can feel like shit so you can be another team. It's like the same thing with these false friends. Okay, I teach my wife this stuff a lot. I teach her this stuff. Okay. But the problem with y'all females, some of y'all females, y'all become so emotionally jealous and lonely. Y'all hate each other. Okay. Over who got the best dress on, who got the best cake. Really? No. Stop the bullshit. Stop encouraging each other to fornicate. Quit finding one dude and be friends. Support each other. Let's continue, man. All right. On occasion, it will not abide with your day of trouble. Verse 9, and there is a friend who is being turned into a defense or an enmity. Enmity means having a false relation against one another. It means a division, like a prejudiceness. It says, in strife will discover your blockages or your issues. So then you got some friends, they will discover you, they will look at your problems, and what the first thing they tell you, get you a man, go get a life, go get a few beers, have sex. You don't want a friend tell you that. A so-called friend tell you that bullshit. Okay, we gotta be careful with these people. Then, again, verse 10, it says again, some friend is a companion at the table, at dinner table, your table. It could be, right? And will not continue in the day of your problems, afflictions. Hello. What y'all do? Y'all get tempted. Oh, he took me to dinner. That's a friend of mine. Are you sure? Just because he take you to dinner is not a guarantee. It can be he just want attention at the moment. But y'all say that's a friend. That's bullshit. How can that be a friend and he just screwed your ass in sex that same night and he paid for your meal and you say that's a friend? Y'all call it friends of benefits. That's bullshit. Y'all know what that is. I don't need to explain that. How can I be friends of benefits? Or FWB, some of y'all abbreviated. Y'all better quit. Y'all better stop. Let's continue with this, man. Let's go right into hold on, wait a minute. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 37. I know this is kind of popular. I gotta read it again. Okay. 37 um, verses 11. Okay, and after that, we went to the book of Judges. Okay, look at this. It says, neither consult or be friends, because we have true friend, consult, right? With a woman touching her of whom she is evil or jealous, right? Can control emotions, right? Neither with a coward in the mass of war, nor with the merchant concerning exchange, nor with the buyer or selling, nor with the envious man of thankfulness, nor with the unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with the slothful for any work, nor with a hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with the idle servant of much business. Hearken not into these enigmatic counsels. What do y'all say? Y'all say, "Oh, these are friends right here. These are this how a friend is." Example: the first sentence said, "Whom she is jealous, with no concern with her." Let's say you told her you had a bad relationship with your husband, right? Okay, you say, "Oh, Julie." Now Julie's a jealous one, and you call her a friend, though, which is crazy, right? "Oh, Julie, I had a problem with my husband." You know, she tell you, "Oh, leave him." Like, huh? Leave him? Yeah, but Julie, the scripture says, "No, I don't believe no Bible. You're not talking about the Bible." Right? Julie says that. Julie says, "Leave him." And then let's say you did like an idiot. Now Julie's with your man, and she got a husband. Julie got a husband too. Now your husband committed adultery. On top of Julie committed adultery. And Julie had two other men that she ain't told her so-called friend about. And then Julie says, checking on the woman that how you doing? I'm lonely. Oh, you picking on the woman that how you doing? I'm lonely. Oh, you bored? Yeah, I got somebody. You met that man you met 10 years ago in high school? What? Jack? Yeah. So she invited Jack. Now mind you, she left her husband like a dumbass, right? She fell for it. She missed Jack. Jack. She gave her Jack's phone number. She talking to Jack. How you doing? Hey, it's been a long time. You want to come over for a drink? Yeah, sure. Jack lost his wife last year. So Jack go right to her home. Mind you, the woman should not be with another man, right? She left her husband because of the foolishness of what Julie told her, because she had a jealous problem. But she'll know that Julie is with her husband. And Julie has a husband, right? Now, the woman that left the husband, she has sex with Jack. Fornication, guys. That's why I said here, don't not consult. And some of y'all women, y'all have a big mouth on Facebook. Shut your ass up. Y'all text all this big ass posts about my husband argued with me last night, and then y'all get 15,000 women saying you to leave all these things, and y'all fall for it. Y'all consult with lonely ass, wicked ass women. You need to stop doing that bullshit. And y'all mess around and leave, and y'all go to somebody else 10 years later, and you may know the scriptures, but your hypocritical ass with another husband, you shouldn't do that. But the husband was doing okay with you. Y'all had to argue, okay, so what? But you up there screwing somebody else. Be careful who you counsel to. Now, then it says, um, know what the envious man. And we know envious has to do with jealousy, right? Vain. You want to be like you. You tell the guy, um, yeah, my husband argued with me. He tells you, oh, I can beat him. So he want to meet your husband, and the husband like, I want to meet that asshole, right? Like that. So the wife like, man, talk to you later. He like, who you talking to? Oh, just a lady friend, and she lied. The wife, right? So the man has some type of sensor. He looks up where they live and shit. So the man sleeps and shit like that. Now imagine this is an envious man. The man didn't have a wife in 20 years, and he's jealous of her husband, right? So he get the address, do white pages. Okay, let's say he know this woman, he know her, he not her address, but he know her name, phone number. He put that information, white pages, found the address. About midnight, comes, he looks, pay attention, in the backyard, looks at, okay, he waits for a while to see if the husband gonna go to the bathroom. He got a sniper and shoot the husband ahead through the window. Now she become who? A widow. Okay. And who she calls? The man. The friend she knew, the so-called friend she knew years ago. She crying, and he acted like he felt sorry for what happened with him, but it was him that murdered her husband. He says, "Come over to my place." Yeah. They drinking, having sex, fornication. Right? Because guess what? The man is a fornicator. He's a hummonger. Women, be careful who you sleep with. Don't have male friends. You see my point I said before? I think I said that in adultery. Don't have any male friends. It's fornication. That's why I said here, it says, "Nor with an envious man of thankfulness." Okay? As I said, do not consult. Remember, when you have a friend, that's trusting has to be a consultation because two friends consult, but don't do it with the wrong people. That's what it's saying here that leads to fornication. As a matter of fact, let's start here real quick. I know I kind of cheated. All right, I had friends reading it, but analyzing it. But let's go to Corinthians 5. Watch this. Let's go to Corinthians 5. I hope this really help out. Let's go to Corinthians 5 and verse 9. Corinthians 5 and 9. Okay, so this is Paul. Even Paul know about this stuff. Paul ain't stupid. Paul knows about we cannot be people like we just can't do it. All right. So Corinthians chapter 5. Okay, this is what it says. This is what it says. Okay, it says verse 9. Okay, read verse 9 and verse 10. Okay, it says, "I wrote unto you in a book on scripture, the book not to company with fornicators." Did y'all hear that? So, false friends are fornicators. I don't care what you may say. False friends are fornicators. Do not counsel with them. Don't trust them. Earlier I read Ecclesiasticus chapter 36. Is that the chapter? 37 about do not consult with a jealous woman. She's a fornicator. Don't consult with a man with enviousness. He's a fornicator. Okay, and that's what I'm deal with. Unmerciful man or woman, fornicator. But let's continue in verse 10. It says, "Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world," okay, or with the covetous, okay, that means you desire to take a man's wife or the woman's husband. If you are married only, right, you want to, okay, and then it says, or an idolater, okay, that's not important, or a railer, okay, or a high party person, a railer, or a drunkard. This all have a conjunction with fornication. Then it says an extortioner, somebody that give you a fear of manipulation, take something by strength or manipulation or by force. And then it says, with such one do not eat or do not hang around with. Don't eat with the person. I'm trying to tell you guys, be careful who you sleep with. I think I talked about marriage. Yeah, I did talk about marriage before. I said before about being with a righteous man in a marriage. I don't teach on you do with any man. Okay. All right, let's go back to Genesis, Ecclesiastes 37. So I was going to speak on that, guys. Okay. All right. I'm not saying you cannot be friends with people like that, but it's better you get to know them first and teach the word of Yahuwah to them. They may change their mind and want to trust you and get better and repent. But just don't go out there and just be in their homes and all that. And let's say you marry a wife and you think it's okay to have all types of friends, male friends. You'll be in a lot of trouble like that. Let's continue. It says, with a merciful man touching kindness. So, okay, we got women and men, they take counsel from, you know, so-called friends. They may be, um, they may be in prison, and you take advice from them. They can mislead you guys. Be careful with that. Unmerciful. They are murderers. Don't take counsel. Some of y'all do that. Don't do it. Okay. We take counsel from the government's program. What I mean by that is we go to psychiatrists. Okay. They got no mercy for you. They don't got no love for you. And we know the psychiatrists, they are part of the government. They mess your soul up. Okay. We don't want to take counsel from them. Okay. You're going to be misled real bad. Okay, be careful with that shit. We got these Christian counselors. They are merciful. They're not good for you at all. We need to be careful with those people. The best counsel you get is in the word of Yahuwah, and through your husband or woman, or oh sir, you get the counsel in the word of Yahuwah, or get through a brother in Yahuwah, or somebody that's your family that loves Yahuwah, or somebody that knows common sense. That's the regulations and limitations you guys have. But y'all just want to get counsel for anybody. That's not good. Stop friending people. Stop friending anyone. Everybody, listen. Not everybody is going to support you. The main thing you want you to do is fornicate and be a failure. I'm trying to tell you something. Why do y'all think these women at Friday night, what the first thing they do? They take a shower and they leave back out the house and go right to the club with these so-called dumbass women friends and these dumbass male friends. And it's about shit they have no sense. And they gossip about the job. And then they go dance, they go club, they go in the bathroom, and they do a quick doggy style right on his ass. I'm trying to tell you, it happens all the damn time. Saturdays. Let's hang out, guys. Let's hang out. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Now, you're going to Saudi Arabia to meet other females to screw or other Saudi Arabian men. Your dumbass got a freaking husband. Stop playing with me. And y'all want to do this bullshit friendship with these men in Saudi Arabia. Some of the dudes could be murderers. Y'all don't even know that shit. But you just got to screw in a hotel, a fancy hotel in Saudi Arabia or China somewhere. You know what these dudes are up to. That's a movie called Profile. When we saw that, this woman was trying to be a friend to this Arabian dude, and she was acting like a Muslim. Her dumb ass. She was a white lady. Man, long story short, my step granddaughter seen it with my woman. We saw it with movies in theaters. Um, he she got too scared that she almost got captured and kidnapped. She went right to the lane he was at. She wanted to. Oh my god, it's crazy. We see. Got to be careful, man. We got to be careful. Got to take it easy, man. Slow it down. Slow down the car when you drive, like they say, when you see a red light, right? Slow down. Slow down. It's not good. Okay? Then it's a good one. Nor with the slothful for any work. Lazy ass workers at your job. That's the number one problem. Y'all seek counsel from your coworkers. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a flash shit about you. I'd rather be quiet working than talking. Lunch break. Hey, you sitting here, dog? No, man. What's up? Congrats on your new job, man. What's going on with you, man? You know, family, man. My wife, gave me a hard time and shit. He could say all types of shit about your marriage. You fought for it. It wanted to be a divorce. Y'all talk too much at the workplace. You can't say every damn thing about your business to these damn people. And y'all want to say they're your friends, but then you just got through screwing them in the break in the bathroom. Some of y'all do that shit all the time. Y'all might take a counsel. It may be false, but you say it's good. Y'all get too emotional, connected to the person. Loneliness. Hello, man. Fornication. Since you gave me counsel, I was wondering. Y'all play with y'all hair, shit, y'all women. I was wondering. You want to go to a secret bathroom? Yeah, sure. Ate it a quickie for like about 7 minutes. You know, straight. Y'all do it again and again and again. All because the man gave you so-called counsel. Okay, and you screw each other. This is why we have a high case of sexual harassment in the workplace in America. Fornication. You know what these people came from. And you got a husband or you got a wife, and you're going to a man's wife at your workplace. You talk to a man's wife about counsel, and you shouldn't do that shit. Oh, and you barely go to work. You late all the time, and you want to think you a god. Give people advice. Y'all need to stop doing that. If you need advice, read the word. Seek yourself. Fasting. Eat healthy. Go to exercise. Walk in the woods. Do something like that. And be quiet. Don't say a lot of shit at your job, man. Don't talk about your business at your job. Don't talk your affairs. I'm telling you, they're going to take that and twist it and turn that against you. And sometimes they'll falsely accuse you for something you ain't do and you get fired. Be careful. You cannot friend everybody at your job. You got to freaking work, get your paycheck. Okay? Know what they hire me for a year of finishing work. I think it's be retired. No, that's not too important. Nor with an idle servant, a lazy servant of much business. Okay, so this kind of sound like celebrities. They got a business. They rapping. They do singing, sing negative songs. Y'all think it's okay to Facebook them, and y'all want to give them posts, and you let them give you counsel. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, because that's called human knowledge. It's called humanism. and it turns to emotionalism, and then it turns to stubbornness. Okay, that's why y'all too hyped up when you talk so that y'all get too excited, and y'all think what they telling you is of Yahuwah. It's not. It's going to mislead you, especially when you fornicating. Okay, because they fornicating, so you don't want to get involved in that. Okay, ask Yahuwah for help and knowledge. Read the word. Trust your spouse in the situation. It's righteous. Okay. This is why we got a lot of fornication in the world. Like I said before, we have a lot of porn, a lot of wicked things, all because of these problems we're dealing with. Okay. So we have to we gotta be real careful with our decisions. Okay. Um I think we are done. Hopefully I didn't miss anything else. Not bad. 2.5 hours. So prayerfully, you guys took heed what I said. Apply it in your life. Apply it in your life. I'm telling you, it's going to help. I promise you that. If you take a time out, pause, be like, okay, I got to eliminate these people, this person, whatever, and you get to change your living. I promise you, you'll be all right. You'll be liberated. Nothing to worry about. Um, Shalom to you guys. Much love to y'all. And like I say, open up and give me any comments, anything, email me. So I hope y'all get to learn this lesson today. All right, shalom.